Good afternoon, and welcome to Heimdall's Watch, brought to you today by years and years of engineering and technological innovation.
Good times.
Yeah. Alright, so the game.
The
Are
game.
we doing something? Are we heading off?
I think the last thing that happened was Leland did the scrying.
Yep.
Yes.
And saw the thing.
Well, we'll run through what each you did. Last session.
I basically just ran around the place. I got that scientist guy and the doctor guy together, teaching each other
Yep,
to
yep,
how
yep,
the
you
oil
did that, yep.
worked and stuff. And
Yep.
That was basically it.
Yep.
And so I confirmed the theory of the bad blood. Now we're broke. Confirmed the theory of that.
Somehow I don't think that was enough to get it done because that was
Thank God.
unrecognizable.
Everyone knows what they heard. Did the same thing, right?
It's a Billie Eilish song, right?
Yeah.
I'm not touching that.
Duh.
We also can't afford that.
Good album though. But yeah, stuff like that I think.
I like Billie Eilish. It's fun.
Glad we had this talk.
Yeah, this went off track real quick. Yeah, so you did you discovered things with the tainted blood. And I nearly called you Wick. You are not Wick.
I'm not Wick.
You are Ross.
That's my name. Yeah, Leland played around trying to delve into his corruption thing and accumulated an amount of corruption points within himself and knocked him out, and then got probed by the Doctorb, who was curious about the bad blood. And then we discovered that the fish were contaminated with something very similar to Leland's bad blood.
Yep.
And then Leland did a scrying on the soldier that mysteriously died while we were at sea.
The mysterious suiciding soldier.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
His name was Benson.
He's the one. Benson's the one leading the army from the command thing on the thing, which is cool. That's just cool.
And you also you actually got a good bit of an image of essentially the stronghold on the
Yes.
on the beachfront.
And I don't know if we actually did. I think that's where we ended it, right?
I believe that's where we ended up.
Yeah, it's just basically,
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is, after doing that, Leland's going to get back with the command group, whatever, and sort of say, "Look, look, guys. I know I've been sort of sick for the last little bit. I used my magic. To sort of pierce the veil, if you will, of the enemy camp, and I know where their command center is. So I think we should.
Was it that big command tent we saw?
We did see a big command tent.
When you guys had
When we
the fight on the beach,
briefly
you
tried
saw
to-
probably what was that
central
landing
tent
point
Was set up
is
well.
very much more set up as an actual stronghold at this
Okay.
point. Like it's I think I described it as reinforced with whale bones, whale rib cages.
what
and
I
everything
liked
set up.
most about our first attempt is how they could see through invisibility. That worked out really well for us.
That was a thing that could happen.
But yeah, I'll break it down and I'll say I saw commanders and tactical maps going on. So that spot there, which I can sort of identify where that is, right? Yeah. So that's their command spot. I think we should take it. We should take it
And put it where?
in the dirt, in a grave, in the trash can.
The grave talks. No, I'm on board.
Yes.
How do we take it?
Well, I mean, this is a. I can't
Where are
remember
you at the moment when you're discussing this, by the way?
I think we're with the
You
Roth guy.
Rother and
Yeah, I figured this was a tactical
Oh,
thing.
yeah, the tactical
I was
meeting,
letting them all know.
Yep.
Look,
Rother sort of interrupts us look, we've tried to do incursions into that area, but they are rebuffed pretty swiftly.
all right, we'll try again because look. I mean, this isn't just us randomly attacked. This is the port. This is the trench to the port to the thermal core thing. Exhaust port. We just need to take it out. And then it's like some kind of dead,
Cut off the head of
Dead
the
sun.
spider, and the rest of the spider dies.
Dead son.
like a dead sun. What? You don't get the reference, Ryan? Are you holding your head because you're so confused by the dense literary reference I just made?
Get out.
Fucking dead son.
Oh, I'm the ghost.
Oh, that's what you watch Cats. You are dead. Confirmed.
Okay. What's your proposal?
I think
Look.
that may have been it.
I mean, I can't be expected to come up with all the plans here. I got this first part. I mean, we're a team, right? Let's brainstorm this out and figure. Look, I've come up with the first part. Now, Poppet, what do you think?
Turn invisible.
How about we work towards that? That's the end goal, obviously. What if we were to start doing some things to getting there's going to be a nightmare. But how about we were to start doing, things on their flanks far away, drawing their forces away, eventually creating a spot where potentially a strike team could go through and cause some havoc.
I don't know if this changes things. I have some new magic. I learned some new magic while I was sleeping. That's a thing that wizards can do sometimes.
It tracks.
Sure.
Makes sense.
It's a new kind of spell that I learned.
It's a new kind of wizard too. Excellent.
What are you talking about?
Wizards typically use spellbooks, FYI.
You're a wizard as well. And
What
you
do
don't
you
use
think?
spellbooks.
That's true.
What do you think this is? The one that you didn't steal. This is my spellbook.
I didn't steal anything. I'm the victim here.
Have you reported that to Hrothgar yet?
I should.
Yeah, you should.
I was looking after your stuff, then I was robbed.
Don't fucking start with me.
What was it?
thief.
I am
New
starting
spell
with you.
What,
Out
what?
of curiosity, what was the new spell? Or is it just like, you're doing this in...
I
It's a
can
surprise for later.
I can make it so we can all breathe underwater.
That's where the enemy are coming from. Excellent.
Yeah. I mean, like you're saying about like.
No, I'm
that's-
sorry. I'm always sarcastic. I apologize for that. That's actually excellent.
This is what I'm saying. I'm bringing things to tactically. We have a new sort of vector of thing.
We can call ourselves the Wet Bandits.
Yeah. Well,
Jesus Christ.
I was already in a gang called the Wet Bandits, but it was because of some bladder issues that some of my compatriots had. It was actually very embarrassing. I don't really want to think about it.
We'll
So
talk.
where?
You wet yourself one time during a heist, and you're all of a sudden Mr. Polly fucking Pissy Pants.
What Ryan said.
What was it? Trouser accident? Trouser incident? Was that the phrase that Trevor used in the Sunday game?
Probably. Sounds like some dumb shit he'd say.
Well, do you want to do some deep water scouting?
I mean, we
Are
could.
you coming on to me?
Yes.
I mean, we
It's
could.
taken you 10 years, Ryan.
Ooh. Like sort of to Hrothgar, what's the intel looking like? What needs investigating in a sort of deep water,
In a wet capacity.
like a damp aquatic sort of moist capacity?
There we go.
You got there in the end.
Operation Get Moist. Let's do it.
Soggy,
The Soggy Bottom Boys.
the soggy bottom boys.
That's worse than the Wet Bandits. The trouser incident, boys.
Trousers.
Um,
We're all trousers now.
Just sweet trousers.
I guess the challenge would be getting to the water in the bay. That if you want to try and sort of, I guess, approach this stronghold from an unexpected vector, you need to get into the bay.
Is the stronghold sort of like closer to like the
Pretty
shoreline?
much right, almost right on the shoreline.
Here we go. It's all coming together. We sort of circle out through the bay, come in up through the water.
I guess it's like magic carpet
Smash
to do
cr-
something, yeah.
Well, the
I'm sure
flying
the
is
counters-
not something that was easily accomplished anymore because essentially you guys get needled and inked
Can I get
anytime you.
like a picture of like with a bay and
I
like the
mean,
thing? It's
we've-
like basically like, I guess I'm thinking like you got like
Well,
a long way
we're looking
around.
at a tactical map, right? This is
You got like a long way around. If you want to build a air, so we basically avoid all that. Not flying over the city. You go like out in the ocean somewhere or something like that, and then kind of come through the long way.
Essentially, the shape of Gesserect overall is kind of like Pac-Man-esque. Like the actual the mouth aspect is the main bay, and on the sort of if you on the western side is the
So
bay.
there's the bay kind of like that, and then it's
And
like,
then the city is sort of built around the bay because a port is a major.
and they're coming through from the Port Bay area.
Yeah, they're coming.
So
up,
why don't we just like go to a random spot on the beach where there's no fish people and just kind of start from there? How long can we breathe
essentially
underwater?
the
for?
Probably a
control
long
territories
swim.
they've got is pretty much the coastline
Yes.
in Gesserect. So all the way through that bay, and then sort of coming in about a third of the city from
Would be a
the
long
bay.
swim. We've been
It's
in
gonna
the
be a big
sewers
swim.
before.
Okay.
Where did the sewers come out?
ooh, that's
Have the
cool.
sewers been taken? Because we've gone down
And
there before.
Rotha sort of looks at you, and then sort of looks over at Leland and is like, "This spell is breathing water. How does it go with
Not water.
other?"
Liquids. I mean, there's water in the sewers.
You know what? I think it's time to consider a new plan. We throw wave after wave of troops at them until we win.
Look.
We're in the shit now.
It just says
Someone needs
it
to
just
do
says breathe underwater.
How interested are you in that concept?
I'm very interested in that concept.
Because I imagine, like, while the sewers are not like full of liquid at all points, there are going to be sections you're probably going to have to traverse the depths.
If I do this, my sentence is commuted, as far as I'm concerned.
Hanasong, the only person to wade through a through a river of shit and come out clean on the other side. And now I get sued. Thank you, Stephen King.
Get busy living or get busy dying. Leland doesn't really see what the problem is.
Right. If that's the case,
Well, technically, I guess living with your non-drow is basically like living in shit anyway, so what's really the difference?
I mean, it's dark, it's cramped, it smells like shit. You'll feel like home.
Yeah, apart from the smelling like shit bit.
I mean, here's just
Gerald, very
just a
clean.
quick question. Half the city's flooded, right? Or a third of the city's flooded?
there has been substantial flooding from the.
I mean, if they've flooded the city, then it's probably flushed out the sewers, right? That's how that works. No.
And he sort of like just pulls for a moment, sort of like tapping the side of the nose, and then sort of points
be
at
more
you. It's like,
water.
that's not a bad point.
Yeah. The water goes down.
Well, the whole point of the sewers is it does flush all the waste into, well, one of the extreme points of the bay.
I think this is a good plan.
This is genuinely a good plan.
Let's
That
get
said,
shitty.
we haven't had people down in the sewers patrolling, so I cannot tell you what they're like. But previously, not the most pleasant places. There was an underworld down there.
I wonder if
Finally, my
spiders
Mariner's
still down
armour is
there.
going to start paying off.
Oh yes.
Also,
Holy shit!
I just read the rules of it as well. Apparently, if you're hit by a melee attack, there's an AC 12 deck save for the attacker, or their movement speed is halved. I should probably read my equipment at some point.
Yeah, you're fine.
Probably. That seems somewhat important. I think I may have hit you with melee attacks at points.
Yes, that's
Essentially, I hit you and you splash water over the place and make it slippery. You're a very sweaty boy. A sweaty boy.
sweaty boy.
Sweaty. So, for what it's worth, my Gift of the Depths is what it's called.
Oh.
I can breathe underwater and gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. Once per long rest, you can cast water breathing without expending a spell slot. Water breathing is I can on up to 10 people.
Oh, dang.
Up to 10 willing creatures. You can see gain the ability to breathe underwater until the spell ends. Effective creatures also retain their normal mode of respiration.
How long does it last for?
24 hours.
Oh, dang.
Well, if it's up to 10, we should definitely take Kez into the sewers.
Yeah. Oh, he'll love it down there.
Yes.
Kez is absent from this, by the way.
Did you kill him?
No.
Is he AWOL?
Would you tell me if you did, though?
In
No.
that
I'm insulted that you'd even ask.
in that period of time jump, Kez is being reassigned. So
I think you.
It was
I
just,
think
you
that
know,
counts.
get the gang back together.
But
I
can.
demand. I want to do so much dodgy shit there. Without
Cat's back, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snore.
without Kez, I'm gonna like rob everyone blind. I demand Kez follow us into the sewers.
But we could.
You can't trust me.
we could take-
I'm demanding. He has to come
He
with
would
us.
be useful. He's a very good scout.
I have come to admire his skills and his ability to make sure that I walk the good path.
Kez is on other missions at the moment.
Oh,
this isn't fun at all.
In a scouting, in a scouting capacity.
Fine, guess I robbed everyone blind then. That's your fault. That's on you. That's on you.
Jokes on you, I have
You
nothing.
can, you know what? You can steal everything you find in the sewers. It's all yours.
Say no more.
Don't say that. We're going to be in the
Like,
sewers.
Rob's bank pours gold into the sewers.
Moves your entire house into the sewers.
This is drilling through the well, it's in the sewers. Technically not a crime. The head cop guy said I could do it.
The head cop guy, the captain of the fucking city watch.
Yeah, head cop guy.
Head cop guy.
What I said was technically correct.
So
Explicitly
we
gave
could
you authority.
He
to-
did. He said I could rob anything I wanted from the sewers now.
potentially take like 8 like random ass soldiers with us as well.
If we're going to do, we don't know where we're going yet, so if we're going to do a
Small
scouting
is
mission,
better.
small, quiet, find out where we're going, what's down there, work it out, then bring back a bigger force. This is a scouting mission. Smaller numbers means we can get 3 people undetected if there is full of people. And once we know what's going on, it's just a day of rest and planning, and then we go back with the larger strike force.
Alright. I like the idea as well of when we're doing this push, sort of looping around and coming up through the bay into that command tent.
If we can do that, that's what I guess we're
But-
doing right now. We're scouting the
Yeah.
sewers, seeing what's there, and what we can do
I think
with it.
while we're doing that, if like Hrothgar can sort of arrange like a push for the ground forces, like on their
A
front lines.
distraction would be...
Yeah,
That we can do. It'll be a token distraction at best because I don't
a
have the
feint
true.
in military parlance.
we'll get some. We'll make some tanks out of canvas.
You as a military type. I thought you were more of a mono.
Raiding other drow cities and other drow villages is like a part of life.
Fair.
If you don't know how to rape, murder, and pillage an entire group of people, are you even a drow?
I'm gonna have to ruminate on that one. I get to use the word ruminate often enough.
Good usage, by the way. Very impressed.
I mean, Viking-based society.
Yes.
But I can organize a couple of small fainting incursions.
Fire some cannonballs. Create the noise like you're about to go through.
Burn the whole city down.
That'll show them.
That is plan C.
A very organized map.
Orlando.
Orlando, I love you.
We also can't afford that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So we're. So
sorry, what?
this is us just checking the sewers, sort of securing a.
I think our end goal should be to see if we can make it to their camp through the sewers. But first we should see like what's down there and what we can use to our advantage.
I mean, here's
The lay of the
I'm just,
land.
I'm just going to throw that out here in like just taking a step back. I know that's the smarter play, but also like, what are we going to get out of like we go there, we figure out that we can do the thing, and then we just like okay, now we leave and come back and do it again another time later. I know that's the smart play. That's the boring play for us to do it in a game, and I feel like it would just be like more fun if we just do the thing.
If the opportunity presents itself,
You never
Let's
know
go
what's
f-
gonna happen.
let's
when we're
go
down
for
there.
it.
Okay. Because we can, we're still within the bounds of the city. We can still contact Hrothgai via,
Yeah.
assuming we can talk on our communicators while underwater.
Let's say
Talking underwater.
I still have at least one more sentence.
You can breathe, but it's still it's basically just means you can do.
I can talk to Poppet while we're underwater.
finally silence.
I can just hear the screaming in my own head now.
Bliss.
The skittering of 13 spiders in my left eardrum.
Why should we do that? If the opportunity presents itself, the thing is though, like if it's a crap shot and we go for it, they're gonna lock that shit down. So it's basically our only chance. So if we can find out and make a thing to make it an actual proper chance, we should do it. If we luck out and we go up there and we're like,
And I
do
saw
it.
I saw
Fucking
that
do it.
command center. I feel like we could take out that little command tent full of whatever, and I feel like that's gonna take the whole thing out. I very much want to get into that command tent and take out the command.
it's a nighttime
Oh,
cavalry
did you
raid.
see who that commander was?
Oh, honey, bless.
It seemed to be some kind of undead human that was commanding the forces.
The best thing is when you don't have to lie.
I feel like if we take out the undead human that is commanding the forces,
Cut off the head.
it'll take out the whole thing. Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
you kill an undead?
I've got some ideas about that. I've got
Okay.
some magic that I think could help.
Okay.
Excellent. Like what?
Spells.
Like what kind of spells in
Just
particular?
follow this train of logic that you got going on here. What is the ultimate source of this corruption?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Who are you talking as right now?
I'm talking as the DM at Ross, the player.
Hi. What was the question? Could you repeat the question?
By your whole thing, if you take out the source of the commander of this corruption, it'll take out all the corruption. There might be a tier or two higher than that on this MLM of bad blood.
This is certainly like the tier 2 or tier 3. We'll work out who tier 1 is eventually. He
Maybe
or
if we
she.
capture and interrogate them.
Absolutely.
If we can try and capture them primarily.
I'm certain that the tier 1, like the actual... I'm actually that the actual causes of corruption will, like... You capture them?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd be rich and free on our wildest dreams. It would be amazing. We'd have to work out who that is first, though, of course.
We can explain the thing.
And maybe this will be the start of that. We're about to save not only Gestrick, but the entire world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a lofty
Sure,
goal.
between the three of us, we can.
I'm excited and
person.
inspired by this now. I can't wait to find out where all this has come from.
But I definitely feel like we can use magic to sort of cut off the head of this and like burn it and like
Well, no, we'll just try
And
and
salt the
apprehend
soil.
them so that we can bring them back.
you want to apprehend like an undead monster that's commanding an army of fish people.
Yes.
I mean,
If they know about the
have you,
corruption
okay,
stuff,
well, okay, but like,
Hannah makes a good argument.
but listen. Look, I know-
Always listen to your drow.
due consideration to the drow perspective.
And it's a
However,
very unique perspective.
I feel like cutting off the head and trying to just like look. Have you
As a plan B.
No, but listen. Have you ever seen like one of them plays about vampires where they kill the head vampire and then all the other vampires die? You know that?
No.
You never seen one of those?
No.
It was great. Well, I saw one over in the other side of the city. We should go sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, but like you kill
Hey,
the
I'm not doing anything
you kill
at
the
the
head.
moment.
No, we're doing this at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
Hannah's just sitting there in the background.
We kill the source of the corruption, and it dries up the army that it has spawned. I think that's where they go. They take it out like it's a weak point.
So we need someone to kill the source of the corruption.
Sorry to roll this. He's like, Rother's like leaning. He's like, I'm expecting you're going to be wanting to do this at night, and I'm assuming you want to do it tonight. So I guess time is of the essence. If you want to get prepped and ready for a night incursion, I would say gear up and get ready, because it is.
That's why I'm
afternoon as
the convict, and you're the head cop guy.
Why are we doing this?
Because it's fun.
All right, I'll go and gather my magical powers.
You have to get ready to fight the head of that corruption.
Yeah, that's what the plan is.
Yeah, again, you're thinking I'm not being sarcastic. It's just the way I talk. It's just my inflection.
I didn't
It's the
think you were.
accent.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were being sarcastic. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, good.
We're gonna
Off. Get
I
ready
don't-
to fight.
I'm very. This is just. You have a weird affect. You have a very strange affect, and it's very
known
confusing.
each other for a very long time
confronting
now.
to
You should
talk
know
to
this.
you.
I mean, I don't think you've ever been sarcastic.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's just half elves, they've got like that bit of that chip in the shoulder.
What are we
always
doing?
like looking out for
Oh,
stuff.
the elf shot? Oh,
Yeah.
the human
Oh,
shot.
both. There's like half a chip in each shoulder.
That makes
And they
sense.
just want the whole chip, and they can't have it. They're just angry all the time.
I like chips.
Same. We should get some chips.
Is there still the? Is there still the fish creature down in the morgue place?
Well, there are definitely fillets of fish person down in the morgue. It has been very,
Bueno.
very substantially dissected.
Did it still have the corruption in it, or had they sort of exsanguinated the whole thing?
It's basically been exsanguinated.
Okay. I was gonna conduct a quick experiment with that whole thing.
Yeah, weekend at Bernie's this fish once. You could do that. Wear its skin.
If only someone had more blood.
What?
Oh, well.
What?
What are you? What? Okay, let's do that. Let's make fish
And
suits.
that can be how you infiltrate them.
I can already make myself look like a fish monster.
Oh, so you don't need the skin?
You might need it.
Okay.
We can make you a fish monster suit.
And Hannah?
I think she's fine.
I think she's
I think
fine.
she needs a fish.
Do you want-
There's only one of them. You can.
I'm only small.
Oh my god! You got a pantomime horse's fish monster.
There's a thing from WoW like that. It's a guy who's got a Murloc suit. Have you ever seen that?
There was in Frozen Throne.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like the one eye hanging off on a spring and everything like that. It was such a poorly made costume. You gotta go and save all the little Murloc babies.
Yeah. Bye, Goida.
We prepare.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
think we need
while
too much.
while G's up there,
We
so
need
what
to
are you
obey
doing
this.
to repair? Prepare.
I don't think I have to do a lot. I keep everything on me.
Yeah, well, true.
Yeah,
You just sort of rattle with
I just sit there
anticipation.
and wait and wait and wait.
It's not that long. We've only got like a couple of hours before sundown. Leland, anything you need to do specifically to prep?
Well, I need to take a rest to get my spell slots back because I did that
short rest?
scrying. Short rest will do it. I think I'm on full health anyway. I don't really. There's not anything I really need to recharge. I think we're full bottle. I don't
Yeah.
know. Leland doesn't really have equipment that he needs to restock in any significant sense.
No.
Like a taco.
Like a taco.
Make some nachos before we go
Fish
out.
tacos.
No, I'm not in the mood for fish tacos.
Okay.
I had a brief taste of upstairs, and it is not okay.
Yeah. That's why we're down here.
There ought to be a law.
It's unpleasant.
I went to the shops today because I got paid. I got like a new beard trimmer thing just
Oh, yeah.
because my old one was a piece of crap, and I bought like a beard straightener brush. I was gonna see how that was.
I want one of those so bad.
It was like $50 from Shaver Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
Not
one of the
bad.
ones like the heated ones, and
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but yeah.
because my beard is all like curly, and it's actually a lot longer than it looks.
I don't know how. I'm not sure whether it'll work or what it'll look like, but I need to trim this anyway, so I thought I'd give it a go and see
Yeah.
what it do.
Let me know how it goes, because I've been seeing the little videos of them, and they look cool.
Yeah,
But of course, they're videos. Of
they're videos, so I don't.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna give that a go.
Cool.
Did you have anything that you needed to do to prep before heading out?
Not particularly. I might just go buy some more poison.
Yeah.
Poison.
It's just stuff that adds like some more damage, basically.
It was
It's
just. It was. I think we scaled it down from the original thing. I
like,
think
oh, it was like 2d6. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 2d6 now. Yeah, because it was a dumb number before, and I realised that was a particularly dumb number.
Correct.
That's what I do when I just literally pick an ability
Yeah,
off,
well, that's
off,
right.
off an enemy and then put it onto a player character. Bad plan.
Hey Ryan,
Mm.
I want to consult with you
Meows.
as a thing,
Meows.
just as a brief. Tell me if this that spell. Just read that spell.
Wow, that's a good spell.
Yeah, I've had that for a while.
Yeah. Oh, you want to text me something?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I know there's enemies all around me.
They don't have to be enemies. I suddenly feel the need to leave like a Pauline Hanson tape.
What?
In the case of my death.
I'm not gonna kill you.
You can leave a signed
I know, I
confession
kind
in
of
your
think I
room.
know what you're planning.
Would you like to leave a signed confession in your room?
Huh. That is certainly something you could very much try. I like that.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking.
Okay.
So you think that will kill Hana, and she'll stay dead?
Hopefully.
Oh, thank
It
God.
is a player character that I can't guarantee that people won't, spend 1,000 gold and a diamond and bring them back to life.
I'm not gonna.
I've already been playing.
I might.
Been playing my lich up.
I don't have 1,000 gold.
If I like a choose well hidden, I'll return.
It's in his butt.
Alright.
Alright. Evening.
Evening. Evening.
Evening, governor.
A nod's as good as a wink to a blind something.
Say no more.
Let's go. Sewers.
We've got our one.
Sewers.
We've got our Monty Python one in. Thank you.
Was that?
That's the Monty Python one.
Oh,
It's Eric Idle. Winks as good as a blind man. Winks as good as a nod to a blind man.
alright, well,
Say no more.
alright. Alright. Sewers!
Let's do it.
Sewers.
Let's get some pizza.
Catch some turtles.
Yeah.
And shred them. It's been a while since I've seen that show. I can't remember how it went.
They definitely shredded the turtles, yes.
Michelangelo was a party dude. I know that much.
That's confirmed, I think.
I'm sure someone was righteous.
Donatello does machines. I don't really. That seems like it means something else, though.
Yeah, looking back there with a with a sort of an adult lens on that one there, comes off a little bit suspect.
Does them. Interesting.
Alright. You guys are aware of one of the sewer entrances. It's been some time since you've been there, but it's not too far away. It's actually where you first met
Sigrun?
Sigrun.
Whatever happened to Sigrun?
Oh, she's up north.
Swept under the rug.
She's up north where your cat was.
Yeah, I took her away.
She's the cat.
She was useful. We should get her back.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, cool.
Ah, yes.
should
That's the
message her
big,
one day.
bright, large lady with us in the sewers.
You just took her to the farm upstate. It's fine.
I know what that means!
So you got all the space for to run and frolic with all the other
SMR.
ASMR.
Yes.
the
Free
other
range
Valkyries.
ASMR.
Or the other paladins.
Run and frolic and play. Ah, heaven.
She's with Odin now.
I also know what that means!
She's literally with Odin.
Wow.
He's
Just say you killed her already.
There's a popper with like tears in his eyes,
I took
pouring
her
out of
to
his
the
eyes,
farm
with, like
upstate.
leading cigarette in
sorry.
the
I
back of
left
his
her
shit.
with Odin.
I'm so sorry.
But I did take her
Now
to the
run!
upstate.
Run!
Just look out at the sunset, Sigrun. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be.
Just birds flying out of the
Good
And the
times.
world was just slightly more darkened after that day.
Now we're going in the sewers. It's pretty dark. And it's night time.
You
Evening.
evening. You make your way to one of the sewer entrances. It's a stone staircase that's carved. Carved into the bedrock of the city. That goes down into tunneled out sections that you have been in before. What's your marching order?
I will, as we're heading down there, I will. How long does it take to cast water breathing? Spells. I'm checking one of my spells, guys.
Spills.
Spells.
Is it a 10-minute one?
No, casting time is one action.
Oh,
Nice.
One spell long rest, so I am casting water breathing. On you two.
concentration?
Nope.
That's good, because that
no,
really
not
sucked
at
if
all.
it was.
No. Oh, this is.
And it's not even a spell.
Because that would be
on-
unfortunate. It's like, oh, there's 10 people relying on you, and
I know.
And
And you're like, oh, shiny! Everyone drowns.
9 corpses float up.
Oh, no. It did it
It's
again.
not even a spell on me either, because it's just an ability I have.
Cool.
So my water breathing is I can breathe underwater, and I get the movement part. You guys don't get the movement.
I've got
part,
the movement part
but
in my
you've got
armor.
the movement part, and you're a
I'm
monk.
just slow.
Yeah.
Well, you're still only essentially like 15 feet slower than,
It's half speed, isn't it?
so even less.
So 20.
What's your? Oh, so yeah,
Monks
half
get
speed.
speed bonuses, I think, don't they? Yeah.
So yeah, then these guys here, their normal walking speed is what, 30?
Yeah.
So I'm 10 feet slower than them.
Yeah, so not that
Yeah.
much slower.
I'll go ahead.
I don't like
Well, you're doing the Navy SEALs thing.
I get it, because you like seals. Art.
We're going clubbing.
I don't know what we're doing.
I'm gonna go home, guys.
It's been bad.
I just I remembered that I need to not be here.
Same.
Okay, so marching order is what?
I'll go first, scouting.
Hunter out first.
Yep.
You
I'll
got
go second.
I'll go third, I guess.
And
Is,
so
is
you
it
can go
single?
second if you want.
Is it single file down the?
down the staircase. It is. And so heading on down first.
Yep, I'll do a little stealth checkaroo.
Yep.
Chickaroo.
Does guidance work for stealth?
It's a skill check, is it not?
Yeah, it does.
Ability check. Yeah.
It does. We've used that before.
Okay. It's not too bad. 23.
All right. So 23 leading on
I'll
down.
roll a 7.
Okay, so you start tiptoeing down these stairs. Your dark vision just gives you like the grayscale of the
Yep.
of the space. The walls are sort of just slick with the sort of the warm, moist air.
Oh my. The warm, moist air.
As the light fades, I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself
Oh yeah.
for 8 hours.
Is that concentration?
Nope.
It's like, oh, shiny! Oh, damn it!
I've got dark vision
No?
already.
It's a little less like.
I've got dark vision.
Oh, you've got dark vision.
I'm a half elf.
Oh yeah. Oh, so everyone's sorted.
It's half vision.
I can
I'm
see.
the only one
I got it
that
out
does.
of this eye, not this eye.
You just
got
have to
iPads
close
on.
one of your eyes, so you lose depth perception, but you can see.
Depth perception's overrated.
Yeah.
Punks.
Okay.
I won't be going too far ahead because this part's not so bad because we can still communicate. So a little bit further ahead, I guess.
Scouting ahead, give me perception.
Okay, not too bad. Actually, it's not a bad thing. That's 21.
21. Okay.
Okay.
I think I've actually got maps from when I last did this.
You're in the sewers. Also, can we also assume that we read like the sewer maps at some point too? We should have said that.
I actually do have the maps. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
We did have a couple of hours, so yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, I figure, like, there's probably... we've been down here before, and, like, I'm figuring in, like, years of being criminal element in this
that's
city,
what-
there may have been some...
That's what I kind of figured too. Like I kind of
Yeah.
know,
So you come on down this
but I shouldn't assume though.
this
Make an ass out of you and Amation.
yeah, you guys make your way down this pathway. You, from what you can scout ahead, you see that you don't see anything sort of like blocking your path. You don't see anything moving around. You do make out like the sound of like fast moving water up ahead. It's around a corner, but there is significantly faster moving water than what's typical for a sewer.
Got to deduce that might be a part because of the massive flooding
Yeah,
up the surface. So it's
Yeah.
like it's got to go somewhere.
yeah.
It probably leads out.
Could do.
Just go in and let yourself go.
Whee! But is that going to lead us...
You probably want to head. Well, that'd be. I'm assuming
It splits
the
everyone
water
down
coming
three
down.
different
So you actually want to
paths.
go that way.
Well, we want to get further out, and so we want to be dumped out, like, sort of at the far end of the bay.
Yeah.
I would imagine that the sewers used to lead out there, but if they're flooded inwards now, it might not be... The current might...
Have changed.
What was the outlets might now be an inlet.
So we've got cooling mats for Gorgie, and like that's literally like he's had them for like 30 minutes at this point, and he's worked it out pretty quick. Got two, like one for inside and one for outside. It's like, okay, how are we going to teach him to use this? He just walked up to me like, oh, that's nice.
I live here now.
He is a master.
Okay. Yeah, until you actually sort of get up to where the waters are, you're not really going to know which direction they tend
So
to
let's keep going.
are flowing.
But it's not like, oh, that's unusual. That shouldn't be happening. It's like, that makes
There's
sense.
no earthly way of knowing.
We also can't
It's
afford
a
that.
good.
The sewers
obviously-
keep on going.
It's interesting that you reference that section of Willy Wonka. All right.
The creepiest
The
section.
creepiest section where they're on a fast-moving boat through a
Underground
tunnel
tunnels.
section.
A tunnel of chocolate milk.
With a midget.
Yeah, well, how else are you going to travel down a
So
tunnel of
eerily
chocolate milk?
familiar. Have I mentioned I'm also bright orange?
It hasn't come up often.
Oompa.
Communicates only in disturbing song.
No, Mr. Homer,
Ominous
I am full of
lyrics.
chocolate. All right. Scouting on ahead.
Yes.
Roll perception as you go. As you.
Ooh, that's an 18 plus 10. 28.
Okay. As you're heading up, you see the path sort of veer off to the left, and you sort of cast your mind back to the point where Craven trapped you three in a room full of his notes and tried to vent essentially fiery sewer gases into that space, but you were able to get out before that.
Ignited.
Yeah.
Yes.
On that, as a player, where did those fiery sewer gases come from? That just like the natural methane in the sewers?
They were vented in from beneath the floors. There was
Interesting.
There's a trap.
There's always the explosive option.
Interesting. Interesting. I don't think I was here for that.
Were you here for the episode where you guys actually met Sigrid?
I don't think I was.
I think you missed that session.
Okay, cool. Because that was like 2 years ago. Completely forgot about that.
I'm still keeping an eye out for my spider that I was forced to abandon down here.
All right.
Did you bring
So
Snore
just
with
generally
us?
as we go along, I'm keeping an eye out. I don't think Snow would go into sewers. But you can... I wouldn't be inclined to bring a white cat into a sewer.
Now I have a brown cat.
Yeah,
A
cats
very
hate,
happy...
Cats hate toilets.
I don't know what happened.
Well,
One of the cats doesn't like drinking out of the water fountain and
Oh.
usually drinks off of the bathroom floor. And then the other day I got up in the morning, I'm like, I haven't had a shower yet. There isn't any water on the bathroom floor. What can I hear drinking? And then I walk past the toilet. Oh, she's drinking out of the toilet. Fucking cat.
Okay, well,
fair enough.
it could have been worse.
Yeah. There's also a clumsy cat, so like I can't imagine how many times she's slipped and fallen in.
I would wager more than once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you can cast your mind back to the time that you guys were almost trapped in. Yeah, incinerated.
Previously in season 1.
It was fairly early in there. And ahead of you, that you can see the like what opens up into a large sort of cylindrical shaped room. Roll wisdom. This is testing your memory.
11. With a +2.
Something is reminding you that there was something odd about that room.
It's a secret door?
Something's like this. It's one of those things where you know there was something about that room that you don't quite remember. It was something dangerous.
I'll wait for these two to catch up.
Yep.
I'll just hold there. And I'll ask, do you guys remember...
So technically you were there, but
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
You two can roll
Remember,
wisdom.
there's something here.
Ooh,
That's an 8.
I got a 19.
You remember that this whole floor is on a tilt swivel.
This whole floor's on a tilt swivel.
There we go.
I
Is
think
that it?
I remember that. We jammed it up with climbing things, right?
That's not really...
That's how we got across it.
I don't
Or-
remember how they actually ended up getting across it. I think you did jam it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or one of us flew across and opened it or something.
I might have
Or you
He
teleported.
did the shadow step thing across the other side and just went. I remember you guys got past it with relative ease. I think you got on the other side and just basically just jammed the other side.
That sounds about right.
We could check what's
That was
down
also
there now if we're
literally
trying to get
2
into the
years
deep sewers.
What is a tilt swivel?
It was basically like it's a whole circular thing, but it's got if you stand on any edge of it, it tilts and drops you. It's a tilt trap.
Yeah.
Leland's going to walk in there on the wall.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
spider climb. Yeah.
Walk on the wall and sort of like get to one of the edges that would push down and sort of like just like be pushed sideways onto
Right, see
it.
if it's
Yep.
going to move.
And it does.
Yep.
Like, the whole thing is sort of swivel, and it looks like it swivels on a single point in the middle. So no matter what edge you're sitting on, it would tilt towards.
Oh, neat.
It's not a hit like a.
Oh, so it's like a... Okay.
It's basically sitting on a point, and it's a plate. There's basically a plate sitting on a point. So no matter what side you go on, it's going to drop you in.
How wide is it?
Only about 15 feet.
I could make it.
He's going to run
Run and jump. Potentially, unless...
to
What's at the bottom of the pit?
You can't see. This is a solid.
Oh, so I thought it was like there was like hallway, this other room, then like another hallway going through. Just...
You're at sort of the T junction at the top. It's, okay, you guys have been through here before. The circle with the 4 in it is the room you got, and you just
Yeah.
come down this way here. So that way or that, yeah.
Okay. Which way do we need to be going from? I guess from.
You would want to going as you're looking to the doorway through the right, to the right.
Well, I could do on this point you two
also,
get me there.
the sound of the rushing water is a lot stronger. Like it's echoing through this chamber.
I mean, I can stand on the if it moves at any side. I can just go to the opposite side of the room on the wall and just sort of hold it,
Just apply pressure. Yeah.
Yeah,
so you can walk across. That's the big.
I think you guys
I'll-
are roughly the same sort of weight anyway. So.
Yeah, should we work it around? I'll answer that then.
But I was just thinking, if like standing there and push down on it and sort of look into where you would fall down into.
Yep.
Like what's at the bottom down there?
Okay, and you can see. So yeah, you sort of you push on it, and it moves surprisingly easily. Like the balance on this is to the point where you push it down with very little effort.
This is cool. I should get one of these.
You could have got one.
It's
too.
one of those-
Spider walk on it,
You
just
just-
like.
And then you just do one of those like those tilt table things where you
You
just like
technically have it. We could steal anything in the sewers.
All right, I might
It's
get one of
this
these for my house.
15-foot fucking
Tilt trap.
tilt trap.
We'll make it work.
You see
Put it in
this
your room.
fast-moving, like whitewater torrent of water below, that is moving from essentially from east to west.
Are we going west?
That's the direction you're heading.
We could just go in the water down here and take the rapids. What could go wrong?
Lots of things could go wrong.
Such as
We could die.
I mean,
I mean, we're dead inside, but
all right, well,
We'll be proper
fine.
dead.
Just saying, if we need a quick out later
do
on.
we actually know? I guess look that we know where that bit goes. Is that completely like uncharted? Like we've got no fucking clue where that
That's
goes.
not an area that you guys managed to encounter before. You do know that in the direction of west is where the bay is, so at least that's heading the right. It seems to be heading.
I mean, mind if it
to-
could. The only thing is that could just like wash us right next to enemy camp, and we have like no out, except through everyone.
You can go invisible.
Seems more dangerous.
Okay, you never want to do the thing that could result in horrendous deaths.
We
One
can
of
always
these
come
days,
back
I
to
want to
it.
do the thing that could result in heinous deaths.
You can look. By all means.
I mean, you could go that way, and we could go the other way, and we can meet at the end.
Yeah, let's definitely split the party.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
It'll be great.
All right, let's keep going through the door.
It was
Okay,
it.
I shadow step over.
And we'll
Yep.
do that
Again,
thing where
just-
Ross holds on the thing.
Yep. And then just dancing on the ceiling his way across again.
Moonwalks.
Moonwalks.
And I'll be as quick as possible, basically through it.
Do, 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 do.
Okay. You make it to the end of this the corridor ahead, and you're met with a
Hold on.
sorry. No, basically the back edge of what would be a secret hidden door, but you're on the not hidden side of it, essentially,
Exciting.
because you guys have established that one before. You can just see like the brickwork has been hinged at one point, and yeah, can push on through into the next section.
Yeah.
We do that.
So I'm not giving you much to work with. It's like,
It's
where
like-
are you going to go?
There is a door. We go through it.
Okay. Perception when you're
Oh,
at the
we
door.
backtrack.
26.
Okay. When you push this door open, you just get this like blast of like air movement filling the space, like coming from ahead of you, like, and then blasting past you down the corridor. And that sound of just like heavy, fast moving water is just like stronger and stronger. And what did you get? Sorry,
26.
26.
I believe.
There's another sound that's sort of just on the sort of the low end of this. It sounds like kind of like a whole pile of like metal fragments scraping against each other, Just like high pitched, like squeaking and squealing, and it just seems to be getting like stronger and louder, and it sounds like it's coming towards you.
I'll pass it along, saying there might be something coming toward. I don't know. But I could just hear something coming towards us. Or heading in its direction.
Wait, back here and see.
It's
if
either
it
coming
passes?
towards us or we're heading in its direction. Is that's how I perceive it?
Well, you're not moving currently, so and it is getting louder, so it's coming towards you.
There's something coming
Wait
towards
behind
us.
the door till it passes, or
What do you do?
Also,
we
want to
go
kind
when
of see
it
what it is
passes?
too. So
All right, so you're sitting there and waiting to see what.
we'll hide.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, like you're peering around to
Yeah.
see what's going. All right. You hear the sounds as they getting closer and closer and closer, and you see coming from the because the door opens up into basically a T junction. There's you got an option of going north or south. On the southern corridor, you see a couple of like these dark shapes just like running across the floor, and then they're joined with like 3, 4, 5 more, then a dozen more behind it, and then it looks like a wave. There's this dark wave just pouring down the hallway of skittering brown forms with red eyes, sharpened teeth. It is a wave of rats.
Close the door.
Give me a strength.
Lots of rats, boys.
Give me a strength check. Just on the closing of the door.
Can we all do that?
Sure, if you want to do it as a combined. He's like, rats, nope.
So I rolled a 9.
I got an 18.
I got a 8 because I rolled an
I'm
8.
glad you guys are just closing the door.
Why did we all dump stat strength?
Because we, at the start of the campaign,
Had
we
it.
had a strict
We had
character.
an orc.
You guys basically managed to sort of slam the door shut as like the first couple of rats start like pouring through. One of them is caught in the stonework, and it gives you quite a bit of trouble trying to get that door closed as you're.
Does it look like a normal rat or a corrupted rat?
You know what? I'll let you know that after you're done with the crushing.
Oh, okay. Can we crush it first?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's what that strength check was trying to shut a hidden stone door against a rat.
Can we zap the rat? Try and...
Well, I think your combined strength is enough to crush a fucking rat.
Take that, rat.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said about us, right?
Thank you.
Never felt so strong.
You roll me investigation.
Oh, good. It's my good stat. That's a 10 by rolling a 9.
All right, you sort of.
That's your good stat. What is wrong with your character sheet, James? What happened?
You
Oh, it's upside down. It's not negative. It's
I'm a
positive.
very good police officer.
What happened to you?
It's amazing.
who hurt you and took away all your, and stole all your, and beat you up, took your lunch money and all your stats?
It's not my good stat. It's an intellect stat. It's not my good stat.
You sort of like crouch down and looking at this this rat that's sort of pinned inside this stonework, and it's still hanging on to a thread of life. It is like gnashing and trying to pull itself free, even though you're pretty confident its at least back quarter is only about a centimeter or two wide at this point. And it starts like snarling at you, and a bit of blood starts trickling out of the base of its mouth, and then it just sort of like finally like splutters and falls limp.
Yes.
You found the dead rat that we killed. Excellent investigation.
I loot the dead rat. You got chainmail armor. What?
Why does this rat have a wedding ring?
500 gold.
Oh,
Wow rules.
How much gold is on the rat?
Bring up the treasure table, start rolling. You find a Vorpal sword.
Hey, I've never looted.
As happy as a rat with a gold tooth.
I've never looted in this game.
And you choose now. I squashed a rat. What do I get? A really
Rabies, probably.
A really mediocre breakfast.
Possibly corrupted.
But no, investigating
No,
it,
no
you
rat.
don't see any sort of sign of
Corruption.
like any of this blackened ichor of blood.
Okay.
Ichor?
Good to know.
Igor.
Igor.
It's a normal wave
It's
of
pronounced
rats.
sword.
Sword. A real sword.
Harmless, normal wave of sewer rats.
Yes.
That's not. Look, that's not right. That's not a thing.
It's just your everyday wave.
Anything,
of sewer rats.
anything in waves is not harmless.
Wave of babies.
Mexican.
That's racist.
Wave.
Jesus Christ, Ryan. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Says the guy behind the wall.
I forgot about the great Mexican wave wars of 2018.
That's why I had to build the new stadium, right? Like Subi Echo. Never forget.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Please, let's continue.
Are we dead yet?
Yes.
The rat is. You guys have. Oh wait, you get 1 experience point.
That's
I'll
what
take
we're here
it.
for, not level up. Thanks, Ron.
One experience.
Bleep, bleep, bloop.
Thank you.
Okay, you've killed a rat. What are you doing now?
We're just waiting for the rats to pass.
I was listening for the sound to pass.
Oh,
Continuing.
okay.
For the tide to recede.
Yeah, you hear that sort of skittering sound, the sort of fade off, and yeah,
Then open the door and proceed.
Hello,
No,
Mr.
following
Rats.
the rats, or going the way they came from.
We'll go in the direction we're supposed to be
Yeah, we
going.
should definitely follow the rats. They know what's up.
We'll be following the direction we're supposed to be going, so I'm assuming that's the opposite direction of the rats.
Probably. Where they
Pretty much,
came
yeah.
from.
Yeah, I figured it'd be running
Yeah.
away from something or...
yeah. Rats don't hang around and fight the good fight.
No.
They GTFO.
That's what they're called, rats.
Oh, that's why. I wondered.
We used to call them cool dudes, but not anymore.
And then they abandon.
But then they told on us.
oh, they ratted you out.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Oh my god, I just got that.
That's why they're called rats.
This has been a very punchy session. I feel we're all just a little high, right? Oh.
All right.
Are we dead yet?
And the same thing. Front scouting. Perception.
Yep.
A natural 20.
Boom!
That's 34.
Boo!
Wait, what?
Yeah, he rolled 4 for guidance.
4 for guidance.
So I was rolling
And
the
a
double,
natural
like,
20.
the best of everything. A natural 20, plus a 4, plus 10 for perception.
That's a high number.
That's a
That's
very
a-
high number. That's a very dumb number.
Very high skill check you did just now.
Okay. Ahead.
I know where the enemy leader is.
Do you know who they are?
What color underpants they're wearing?
No,
Here's
I specifically said
you don't.
the leader.
No, they're definitely commando.
The commando. You didn't really need that higher roll because not that far up the end of this section of the hallway, you see a small group of those fish folk, and they are with these like harpoons and gaff hooks and so forth, basically making a pretty big mess of a pack of rats that they had.
Is there any way to go past
Fight for the
through
rats! No?
The rats are my kindred spirits.
Yeah.
Alongside of you, there is a fast-moving waterway that will take you directly past them. But you obviously don't know what's in that water and what's at the other side once you get past these guys. So, and you're looking at about 5 of these fish folk.
Let's turn invisible.
Actually, I think probably good for these guys. It might be okay. I like to signal and go. Like, Costello back to you guys and go. There's 5 up ahead. Do you want to go through them?
How hard were they to kill last time? We only killed sort of like one at a time before, right?
Yeah, we were luring them out with light.
We would have the element of surprise. I reckon we could take out 2 in like the initial sort of like blah blah,
Yeah.
and they have to cross that. So my understanding is there's that thing. So they have to cross that to come to us as well, wouldn't they?
No, this is alongside. So basically,
Alongside.
you've got a long sort of waterway, and there's a pathway that runs alongside it. That
Not a particular.
You're at one end, and
what
they're at
does
the other.
swimming fall under in terms of like acrobatics, athletics, type
Athletics.
Of thing? Athletics.
You've got your movement speed is.
It'd be okay, but still like shitloads of water though. So like I'm still kind of imagining, like, even though I can like
But what does your mariner's armor do?
Mariner's armor basically. I have a swimming speed equal to my walking speed. In addition, whenever
That
I
means
start
you're
to
not
walk-
swimming anymore. That's now you're like.
There's no swimming speed though.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah,
still
right.
swimming again. Like I guess, and right, correct me. Like shitloads of water. Even though I got swimming speed, like I still have to fight against the torrent of water.
Oh, you'd be going with it.
Yeah, which is not going that direction, is it? Like
It's going. You'd be going
Oh.
with the direction
Okay.
of the water.
So we
So
can
But
do
if
that.
you've got that thing where it says if you've got a swimming speed equal to your walking speed, that means that you've got like fucking Aquaman swimming powers, right? Or something.
basically, means
Or are you just moving through the water?
you're moving through the water at the same pace you would be if you were moving on land. I would put some relative terms on there. If you're going with the flow, you'll be moving faster. If you're going against the flow, it's going to slow you down still.
Fair enough, yeah.
That does make sense to me.
So we can take the waterway and go wee.
All right.
Or we can with our swords. It's been a while.
There's 5 of them. We can't kill 5 of them instantly, and they might raise the alarm.
Also, now all of a sudden we're risk adverse. Or jump into the great unknown. See, it's not fun, is it?
What do you want to do? Look.
No, what you suggest is actually probably the safer
Yeah.
course of option.
All right.
It's meant to be a sneaky mission.
And we can go like, well, I suppose we can go like under the water as well, like so we're not
Okay.
like sticking out.
We
Yeah,
breathe underwater, so
yeah. Let's do it.
I'm just gonna go.
Let's fucking do it.
We just
Whee!
won't know where we're going though, and we better see if we pop our heads up. It's gonna be like more or less, and that's the only thing.
Don't know where we're going. I don't know what I'm doing.
I jump in.
All right.
I jump into it. I'm like, cool.
well, that made that decision for us then. In we go.
Cap my nose and just.
Because you don't need to.
Just force of habit.
Okay.
Actually, what? It's still water, so no, that's probably still a bold move.
Yeah, I would be blocking your nose.
100%.
You got to do that, otherwise you get meningitis.
And
That's
here's
just
the
how that
unfortunate
works.
part on how water breathing works. It is you fill your lungs
I'm going to hold
Oh,
my
yeah.
breath.
for as long as you possibly can.
Correct.
But
Because the water's moving pretty fast. It won't take us that long to go through them, so they'll eventually kind of surface anyway to look up what's going on.
because water breathing is essentially you just put water
Yes,
in your
I
lungs
understand, yes.
like air.
Yes.
And that is grotty poo water. Hello.
I do that thing.
Straight away.
It's like I had 16 cigars at once. My lungs.
No,
hurt.
It's like being in Melbourne.
Also, I can
Oh
wager.
dang! Too soon.
I can also wager a bet that 16 cigars is far more tastier than shit water.
Nah. Oh man. All right.
But I'll take it from your personal
Hey,
experience in regards
hey,
to shit water, though.
Hey Ryan. Leland's nasty.
He's a
Oh, that's nasty.
nasty boy.
Leland's nasty.
Okay. So you dove in first. If you're going with the current, essentially you get the equivalent of dashing.
Cool.
For a normal movement.
How far were they roughly from where we could see them?
About 60 feet.
Okay. So we could probably...
Do you want a stealth check to sort of stay below the surface? And
That would be good, actually.
Oh, well, do that too.
Should be more of an athletics to sort of control yourself in this sort of.
I mean, I'd rather stealth.
I know you'd rather stealth, but this is essentially swimming.
Athletics is 22.
Okay.
I'm not a very good swimmer.
I got an 11
Uh-huh.
for athletics.
I had a 9.
And
That's it. That's
you had a 9.
That's
you
the total
said-
score. Had 9.
9.
Jesus.
9?
We gotta stop dumb statting strength.
Yeah, I got 22.
You like holding us down. Splish splash, I was taking
No,
a
I'm not,
bath.
because I'm further back. I move slower. And...
Yeah, he doesn't have the swimming speed. All right, Leland going first.
Is it too late? No, continue. Sorry.
You sort of fairly unwieldily, sort of uncoordinatedly, sort of try and stabilize yourself inside this fast-moving sort of water. Hello.
Hi.
Could we just let ourselves be taken in by the current rather than like fighting it? Like, what if we just?
You're not really fighting it. This is just basically so you. This is.
I suppose
this
it's
is,
like
to
to
keep
keep underwater.
underwater.
Yeah, fair.
this is
yeah,
to keep
yeah.
underwater and not just get fucking tumbled. This is trying to. This is being at the beach and riding a wave in and just not getting dumped by the fucker.
Nice. Fair enough. Yep.
So
And instead of soft sand, it's stonework.
stonework and whatever that
Oh,
person dumped in the sewers
the
last
desert
week, which
sun.
looks suspiciously like a cow carcass, but there's
So, why are there so many alligators down here?
why are there so many half-eaten alligators down here?
What's eating half an alligator?
What gets halfway through an alligator? What can take down an alligator easily and gets full halfway through?
Was it you?
No.
It was you, wasn't it?
No, I would never eat an alligator.
Oh, are you?
More of a crocodile person.
All right, yeah.
Why'd they eat a tail first?
Why'd you eat the ass first? That was the Cannibal the Musical's like, why are you cutting his butt? It's meat, not butt.
I mean, that's wrong.
Gross.
All right.
So gross. Double gross.
You sort of swimming ahead, and you do sort of you keep yourself below the surface, but in the effort of doing that, you sort of do push yourself probably a little bit too deep, and do scrape the bottom.
No,
Not the bottom.
not the
Taking
bottom.
4 points of bludgeoning.
Did I tell you I'm immune to bludgeoning damage?
You might have told me that. I might not have believed you. Or actually, wait, you're not actually immune to bludgeoning, are you? Cool. You're not.
Who's to say?
It's just a warlock thing.
No, you
know.
are actually.
Hana, second.
Yes.
And what was your total? A
9.
9.
Schnell.
You see, with your vision, you see like Leland like tumble. Oh, what?
Nothing.
See Leland sort of tumble through the water ahead of you.
That looks fun. Whee!
Gracefully, like a dolphin.
Same.
Having a seizure. You sort of try to like not quite follow suit, but essentially overcorrect the other way and
monkey see, monkey do.
and basically like scrape your way along like the northern edge of this channel, and at one point your head just sort of like peaks above the water as you like scrape your like the side of your face along the
good.
the stonework, and as you're sort of looking up like pain, you just see like the underside of these two kuatoa, and as you like pass beneath them.
What's Kuatoa?
That's sorry, I just said the name of what these things are.
You son of a bitch!
2 bludgeoning damage.
Why did he only get 2?
Pop it.
I have 22.
You
Hello, Pop.
dive.
I'm very
I'll use my
small.
reaction to take half damage.
You
I'm very small and
you dive in, barely even a splash. almost even got a 10 from the Russians.
No one gets a 10 from the
No,
Russians.
I said almost.
It's 9.99.
It's because I'm not Russian.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, they're also not attending the Olympic Games because the whole drug thing, but...
Yeah, they've been completely shut out now, haven't they?
Maybe they give me a 10 if I was on the drugs. Anyway.
And you basically can see ahead of one guy hitting the bottom, one guy hitting the side,
Is
and you
everything
just sort of
going
like,
horribly wrong?
you're just like breaststroke on the way through, holding your breath and just watching these two bounce off the sides. Roll me perception.
Oh, crap. 17?
Alright, there's going to be a higher one because you're trying to look through
I do get very
rapid
concerned
water.
you rolls. Like you roll a dice. I don't look at like lower than what you rolled, or like higher by 1, or like somehow like a negative.
Well, somehow it explodes into a 38.
That's only on stealth.
You see ahead, there are like 5 like sturdy looking bars.
Oh. Yeah.
There is a whole
This is
pile of
going
like
to be fun.
flotsam that is like stuck against, or like debris.
Mhm.
They're stuck against these.
Manslaughter.
Manslaughter. And yeah, you can see your two comrades, companions,
Towards.
hurtling towards what is a sewer grate.
Wonderful. Can I start trying to slow myself down?
You certainly can.
Okay. I can't really communicate this to them. This is going to be fun.
You two, give me perception.
Oh boy.
And considering your circumstances, with disadvantage.
I don't think you've got the time to cast guidance.
I was going to say, I don't think so. Also underwater, I was like, yep.
18. 2.
19. 13.
2.
Ross, you're first.
That's a 3.
At least your body will soften the blows for me.
You are sort of like just bouncing your way along the bottom of this.
Ow, ow, ow. I'm telepathically saying the ows to Poppet.
Thank you. I am aware it's there. Thank you.
So you basically pop it. You hear in your brain like ow, 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 and then a big
It sounds right.
ah.
It
As
sounds right.
you take another 4 points of bludgeoning, and you are basically slammed into this grate. Poppet, you can see him. He's basically like
Ryan.
4 points, like so spread eagle pose, but
How
upside
much-
down legs.
Could I work out roughly how much further down from the Kuatoa the grate is? From the fish folk?
Probably about 15, 20 feet beyond them.
Oh, it's close. Okay.
Ryan, leave me alone. I didn't do anything to deserve this.
This is me just having some fun with bad rolls because I didn't have fun with bad rolls yesterday. What was your?
It was 13, I believe. That's
So
3
you
there.
sort of
I'm doing it
see Leland for some reason just sort of stop. And
Mid current.
yeah, mid current. It doesn't look like a controlled stop.
I will cease moving. Or attempt to cease moving.
Roll athletics to try and sort of swim up current.
Well, it's not swimming, I guess it's like slow down at least.
I don't think you're gonna have time to cast guard
Oh,
moves, though.
it was just a natural how to pick it up.
Yeah.
Athletics, acrobatics.
Athletics.
It's a 7.
7. All right, you start flailing in the opposite direction of the flow and are not making. You're slowing yourself down.
I would be aware that the fish people are nearby, so
Yep.
I guess they probably come to the wall like saying, "I can't really do this."
And basically, just give me a dex save to try and save yourself here.
Can I aim for us?
No, because you didn't roll. You didn't roll particularly well with that swim. Had you rolled something higher than balls,
That's 100%.
then maybe you could aim yourself.
So a deck save.
Yes.
That is 21.
All right.
Is it? 22. That's
22.
MS. 13 plus 9 is 22.
You managed to just like approach the grate at a slower speed and just like put a foot against a railing each, and then push yourself up against this, but sort of positioning yourself in a way that you're not just getting slammed with the full force of tons and tons of water.
Fair.
Pop it. What are you doing?
I was trying to swim against the current to slow myself down as we're heading into the
And
thing.
you rolled an athletics for me?
Not yet. That's only an 11.
So 11?
Still better than the shit show over here so far.
You managed to slow yourself down, but you're also the lower of the swimming speeds.
The
You are
slower
swimming
one.
against
Yes.
the current. You're
Doing less
slowing
to
yourself
counteract.
down. You are not enough to sort
No,
of
no.
counteract.
Yeah.
But without even a need for a dex save, you can manage to sort of close that gap and basically land yourself at a point against this grate between these two.
I'd rather hit them, really.
All right, you guys,
We
how are you
have a
going to
grate.
deal with this
Can
this
we
great situation?
Back to the grate. Can
Don't look at me like that.
Can someone better than at investigation than me inspect this grate?
Alright, now that we stop moving, yeah,
Yeah, I'll do it.
we'll both do it, yeah, because I put through. And actually, you're doing that, I'll pick up and see if, like, stealthily, like,
Roll me a stealth check.
I can. May I cast guidance now?
Yeah, you got time now.
I got a 20
On investigation.
on Investigation the Great. Investigation the Great.
Investigation of the great.
I rolled a natural. Oh, I thought the 20 was pretty cocked, so I rolled again. Wasn't too bad. So 21, 31.
So you sort of like shimmy up and like poke just like your eyes above the surface of the water.
Like one of them.
Buttless alligators.
Yeah, the buttless alligators. Buttless alligators. That was the name of my ska band.
You know what? I would have gone to that.
Yeah.
I would have jammed to that. You see this group basically just like they are like now patrolling away from where you guys are. Rolling perception.
What do your elf eyes see?
That is
Everything.
29.
29. You see one just sort of like slow a couple of paces. And just like the other four is just sort of beginning to pull away, and it's just like it stops and starts to sort of like turn around.
Turn around.
I knew you were going to do that.
Thank you.
I can't afford that song.
No,
Shut it down.
Shut
you
it
can't
down.
afford pretty much any song that involves money.
We'll just make up our own songs. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Oh, wait. No, that's protected by parody. Yes!
Yep, we could definitely call this entire recording a parody.
Confirmed. We clearly have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah. So what are you doing at this point? This one is
I get out of the water.
rise up out of the water, like the swamp thing.
I was thinking like Arnold
Looking like
Schwarzenegger in The Predator.
Yeah.
We have no idea if they can see in the dark, so I was going to drop right down.
Yep. All right. Investigating on these grates.
How good is it?
I knew it was coming too, but
Okay.
It's alright.
it's okay.
They're all right, great. So so what you're seeing there,
Not great.
they're showing the sort of the wear of time. There is like rust and that's a degradation build up on it. There's also a lot of like just I'm gonna say random shit, but it's not actually shit. It's just like garbage that has ended up in the sewer lines that are just sort of caught around these railings. There's like
Also shit.
there's probably yes. There are
Schmear.
real schmear. There's like this like old like tattered rope that's stuck to it. There is sections of what you probably would say were old Hessian sacks.
Here you go. This is all yours.
These are things you own now.
I'll put the bag of holding in the sewer and just start.
Ah,
Actually, like, bag of holding.
open the sewer water.
This is where you wish you had still your genie bottle. And salt water now
Oh,
clean
that would be
water.
amazing. Here you go.
He's gone to a better place.
He has. He has.
Yeah, objectively, it's like no longer
It's a
my
way
possession. Yeah. Almost literally anything would have been a better place for.
It was Benson's family, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's almost like I had not forgotten that fact.
I know. Yeah, it's steel trap.
What?
What?
Clunk.
Clunk.
All right, yeah, you're looking at these. They're probably a good 3-4 inch solid steel.
So if
Post.
it's one way, there's that walkway that kept going. There's just a steel grate there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? So there's the grates, but then that walkway where those fish people were
Yep.
goes past it. They couldn't, isn't it?
Yep.
So we can safely just we can't really communicate, can we? So it doesn't matter. Do you think?
But yeah, they were probably a good 3 inch thick at their peak. With some parts of blades that are rusted down and worn.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what it is for what it looks like a head because you had a bit of a peek, but I'm not sure how well you know that corridor. So, with the ability to not communicate is really hindering. I like it.
While you're looking around, I guess 12 seconds later, I'll do the same thing. I'll pick up again.
Yeah.
They're closer.
Okay. We don't know. A stealth roll first or stealth perception? Ooh. I saw that one there briefly go. Who got an actual one go? That is 11, 24.
24. That's your
Oh, so
stealth.
it's not, yeah, stealth was 13. Double perception.
And then a perception.
Ute. 17.
17. Okay, so you sort of against just poke your head up. Some of your hair is just stuck to your face.
Yes, lots of things we stuck to the face, I imagine, in the sewers.
Yep. Gross.
Yeah. This is not a pleasant night.
That fish person has started walking back towards you guys. Didn't spot you because you've just slowly popped your head up and then popped head back down again. But it's definitely something's caught its attention around.
So when I
behind
saw
them.
it, the other four
Kept moving on,
just kept moving
and this
on.
one's just something got its attention and it's gone. It's doubling
So
back.
is it flotsam and stuff around when we are where it's collecting? So I could kind of.
Most of it is pretty pinned against anything that is there is sort of pinned against the grate because again fast moving water.
Okay.
It's not just sort of floating there and just
Do it. Do it.
confirmed.
what are you doing?
These bolts holding the grate in.
Mm-hmm.
How bolty do they bolt? Bolt.
They definitely
Great.
look like the
Bolt?
fault. There's a certain point where you say the same word over and over again, and it just starts sounding like a bizarre.
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 Bizarre. Bizarre.
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
What are we doing? What are we doing, Ryan?
The bolts.
What is going on? Are you feeling this? It's crazy.
We're in
I
a
think he's
mood.
feeling what you're feeling.
We all drank the Kool-Aid, didn't we? Yeah, the bolts are definitely showing the degradations of time. You're looking at this. You could either try and if you want to try and take out this grate or try and get through this grate, you could either actually you rolled a decent investigation, didn't you?
I did.
You did.
Yeah,
You could either try and individually take out the bolts somehow, and that would involve some levering and so forth, or try and bend the rails enough to squeeze through.
I'll bend the rails enough to squeeze through.
Roll strength.
It's a 16.
No, these are high-ass bars. A little bit of extra poop is now in the water.
While he's doing that, I'll be drawing out what is a sword.
The S word.
Do it.
I think I'll draw it a Lumberfoot's rapier.
Yep.
You just kind of move a bit more. Like, yeah, there's like the
Did you say Obama Foot's rapier?
no lumberfoots.
Okay. That's on me. I heard something different.
Getting a little
Well,
political for this worst year
It's
ever.
recorded, so we'll find out. I guess that'll be on me or you. Well, time will tell. And just kind of like, I guess, there's the grate there, and kind of like
Yep.
move across there, and just kind of wait for him to, when he's within striking distance, I guess,
Yep.
I'll strike.
You'll strike. All right.
I'd like to try to use my crowbar on the grate
Okay.
because it gives me advantage. Apparently,
Ooh, look at you with advantage using
Are
the
you-
tool.
I have a thing.
Yeah,
I have a crowbar.
You have a crowbar. Are you just trying to like bend the actual bar, or are you trying to lever out bolts?
Oh, you said leverage for the bolts, so I
Okay.
can get
Yep.
I actually have a file, like in the Thieves' Tools kit, so I probably could,
file through some of the rusted sections.
potentially, yeah, but more pressing matters right now. Do it.
I rolled a 15 and an 11, so that's 15.
So that's like 9.
Because of the
Hey,
six.
I don't have any negative things.
Weirdly, there's
Well,
one with a
I
division
have
sign,
one
though.
negative one.
What's divided by 5?
Yeah, everything's always round down, so I got a 1.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that is not enough to lever out this thing that is clearly there to not let things through. All right. Let's just see. Roll me a fresh stealth, because you're sitting there sort of lying in wait.
Lying in wait.
What does my other equipment do?
What's that do?
Hammer.
20?
Okay.
Trap. Pan flute.
This
Pitten.
this fish person is basically, it's got like a spear, and it's just like about 5 feet up. You sort of see it sort of like stop, and just like every so often, it's just like over the edge, just like starts like poking the spear into the water, and then it would like it would.
I don't have the strength to do that. I love to do
And-
that.
I love the energy,
And then
but
it sort of moves up another couple of feet and does the same thing, and it's like, and you can just hear this like, boom, 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 as it's like stabbing this spear into the water, and it's pacing it out, like it's trying to see if there's anything down there.
Yep.
And then it moves closer again, and a spear is like maybe a foot and a half away from you, it's like, it hits the water next to you.
Yep. Like when he's above and go but when he's above,
He stabs at the water again, and then you hear him just like shuffling again. It's like the sound of like wet feet on stone.
directly
Just like-
above me,
Essentially, yeah.
just dug out of the water. So surprise, and like I guess aiming for like the throat sort of spot.
Roll me your fucking surprisey ass surprise fucking attack that you can surprise me with, because this is a surprisey ass fucking attack.
I was hoping for that natural 20. Come on. Oh, 19.
Close.
Ah, you
boo.
let us down. Boo! Oh, boo!
Well, because it's a surprise attack, it's still an automatic critical.
Yep. Why do you need the fucking?
I don't know what happens. Actually, I do want to confirm that I haven't actually
I think this.
assassinated in a while.
I don't think it makes any difference then.
I think you just get the advantage to like make sure you hit. I think if I do roll to natural 20 though, my sword does like thumbprint just like
Oh, yeah,
way
yeah.
more damage. So like just like, it
Yeah.
guarantees like this thing ain't go. I'm going to assume because of the swords and stuff like that, there's no poison on
No,
the sword.
no, it's all 100%.
Or it's all poison.
Actually, but just very like eventually he will have like really bad sepsis
yeah.
if he survives.
If he survives the next 5 seconds, he may have to find some fucking antibiotics.
Open wound down here.
dice that they're going?
It's not a big dice. So
Oh, I was randomly D4. I don't know what I was running D4 for.
oh
It's red. Oh no.
no, that red dice on this reddish carpet.
Look. So I roll it all twice. So, you know, times you roll
Yep.
it twice. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
So I'll look for a tick. 8 plus 7.
It's gone. It's gone, Glider. It's gone.
It's 15.
Nope, I found it.
I stepped on it.
Yep, I nailed on it.
Oh, that's a D4.
D4.
Oh, no.
Oh, that is not a fun way of defining a fucking D4.
Right.
Oh, we found it.
That's 32.
Oh boy.
Beat sipping on it later.
And you don't add the strength bonus to the second roll, do you?
No.
Cool. That's 32. That's 40. That's 44. That's 48. It's 51. It's 56 points of damage.
What?
Rogues.
Surprise!
He
You-
also knelt on a D4.
Neatly just like pop up out of the water and just insert Lumberfoot's rapier like underneath the jaw, and the top of it just peeks out the top of the skull.
Is he going to be okay?
Into the water.
And this
He'll make a full recovery.
and yeah, I'm assuming pull him into the water.
Basically, like, kind of control his force somewhat, and it's like,
Yep.
I guess it's quietly. If it makes a huge splash in the water, they'll kind of look around.
Yep.
We're kind of like
Enough
as
to go-
controlled as possible, so it's like, in we get.
Yep.
Lower back in.
Yeah, it's quite dead.
Yeah, because I don't know which way I'll fall back. Because if it didn't work, it basically like didn't kill him, but like into the water type
Yeah,
of
and
thing.
then drown him.
Yeah, well, more of like so he can't make more. I can't yell out to his comrades.
He's a fish, though. You can't drown him
Drowning wasn't
We
part of the
didn't know
equation.
because they live underwater. So I don't think you'll
Yeah,
be
but you're
able
breathing
to
silver, so it'd be very uncomfortable.
drown them because they're fish that live underwater. I mean, we could ask, would that work? Do I need a nature check to see if that would work? I could roll
We are all
one.
being just real shit today.
Whatever way he falls after that, I'll just.
You can, with that amount of damage, you can basically like just spear him and just.
Do they wear armor and stuff?
What?
Do they wear armor and stuff like that?
Scale mail.
Some of them. Oh boy, well done.
Hey! Yeah, just more to make sure that he will sink.
Natural armor. No. They don't wear anything apart from their scale armor.
Or actually, yeah. Well, I'm
This one did have a shield, but
assuming they've got a normal sort of thing where it's like
yeah.
race to their arms,
Yeah.
so that should be enough to keep them underwater. Yeah. So basically, you guys like sit down in water, so you see me just drag a fish person underwater, like put him in the corner, and just like wave.
You're like trying to find a rock or something to tie this guy down. You two, team, great team.
Team Great!
What's your next plans?
Magic.
Magic,
Crowbar.
magic crowbar,
Magic crowbar.
That's all I've got.
crowbar.
I've looked through my
Jones.
spells. I have nothing.
I'm gonna get frustrated and like poke my head up above the water.
Uh-huh.
Can I? Okay. Here's a question.
Oh
if
wait,
a spell
can't we
has
all
a,
just teleport?
I mean, I can, but that's just whole spell slot. I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, fair.
You can teleport. You're fine.
Yeah. I forgot about
Can
that.
I cast spells while submerged underwater if they have a verbal component?
No, I would say no. I would say you need to be above water to be able to do that.
Why? Why though?
Because verbal. And also,
Still saying it.
true.
Sound does travel underwater. It actually travels better underwater. That's just
Just
science.
the inability to say it though.
In conjunction.
You
with,
never,
like,
you
the
never gone
water-breathing
under,
stuff.
put your head under the water in the. You're saying the magic words to the universe. It's not like I need fucking.
Someone in particular to hear them.
Yeah, it's not vicious mockery is not going to work underwater. I'm not suggesting vicious mockery. It's ridiculous for me to even suggest that I was going to try and cast vicious mockery underwater.
What I want to do
I feel
while,
like
this,
I'm being
while this
mocked.
is going on,
Viciously.
I will like just crawl up on the surface and go to the other side of the grate because there's no one up there anymore, and just kind of wait from the other side.
I will persist with my crowbar while he's waving it.
It's like, I'll be there in a sec.
Hey,
Crowbar.
1 minute. Almost got this.
I was about to like go, man, looking up, see like you trying to cast spells, you crowbar, and go, Up and over.
Uh,
And I'll basically try and signal like going,
what is Leland doing at this
Yeah,
point?
1 minute, 1 minute.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the bolts.
Okay.
I was like,
Do it.
It's a 20.
Yep.
It's 13 damage.
Uh-huh.
It's more than that. It's 8 damage. It's more than that. It's another 8 damage.
Okay, you have blasted apart two of the bolts.
I do it again on the surviving bolt.
I'm going to back away from that because there's going to be some stuff coming out of that.
Like a grate.
And everything
It was
pressed
like
up against the grate.
12 damage.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm like out of the water
At,
now.
at this point here, you basically like blasted like 3 bolts along the bottom, and the whole thing just starts to like pull away at the bottom, just with the sheer weight, like, the pressure built up with the with all the various debris and everything pulled up against, and yeah, this thing is just like straining against the remaining bolts above.
Can I use my crowbar again?
You can.
Thank you.
I'm just like sitting on the walkway.
19!
19. So you're basically like getting your crowbar into that sort of space above,
Yeah.
and just like levering it away. And go ahead. Can you give me a dex save?
No, I'm out of the
Oh,
water.
you got out of the water.
Like, I saw them go like, oh, whatever. It's basically just, like, there's like a fast forward in the walkway. I'm just literally sitting out cross-legged on it, just keep attached, making sure
Can you
it's
give me a
coming through.
perception check then?
I'm happy to do that. Just going. That's 19.
19. You sort of like watching these two deal with such a massive, blockage in the pathway that is definitely not able to be traversed in any other possible way than through.
Don't be shitty.
But you also pan your head off to the left a little bit. And you see just like the point of a spear coming back around.
I'll immediately into the shadows.
Roll the stealth.
A stealth check, you say?
Is that something you can do?
To shreds, you say.
3 plus 1 is 4. That's 17.
Fuck off. Alright, you sort of just
See, here's the difference. When I do that bullshit with Wick, it's like, I don't know, I guess I got a good number. When Hana does, it's like, fuck you, I rolled a dumb number. There's no humility in your dumb rogue skills. It's all stunting.
That's what rogues are.
That's
There's
Hana.
some real cunning stunts. What?
You know what he said.
What?
I got it.
Okay, so you sort of melt into
It's
the
like a
darkness.
swear word, but you switched it around.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stunning.
And
We'll see you next Tuesday.
it's just your Australian way of saying hello, isn't it?
What's
Apparently, according to the internet.
Did you really not get it?
I know, I got it.
Because it was good. I liked it.
Okay, from your vantage point where you've basically like wedged yourself into some of the stonework, you see the 4 remaining of that patrol of fish folk coming back around the corner, basically doubling back on their patrol. Roll insight.
Get really into the headspace of these fish monsters.
21.
21. You're looking at
I've
their
plus 2 to
movements
insight.
are definitely more cautious. They are definitely looking around more.
Yes, one of their friends is not there anymore.
Yeah. Their weapons are in a position of ready. They are on guard. and they are patrolling forward, trying to find out what the fuck is going on.
Get back in the water.
Meanwhile,
I'm also
If
waiting
you
for
give me-
that
19 on the
great to
crowbar.
move.
you basically like leave her free another one of the bolts, and the grate just gives way.
I did it all on my own.
If I could catch that look forever in my heart, I'd always be smiling.
With strength.
This grate just gives.
Oh, we love to laugh.
This grate just like frees itself from its shackles of life, and you just hear the sound of just like steel against stone.
How's the grate doing now?
Nice and subtle.
Not good. It's free. It's a free grate now, though.
Now we just ride the grate.
From your vantage point, you just hear the sound of like steel on stone underwater. It's like koosh, doosh, 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 as
I
it's
did
like
that.
What does the patrol do?
basically like that. That is a very, very aware of a lot of noise patrol. They are coming forward at pace now to investigate that.
And I assume we're just in the current.
Yeah, you two might be wanting to do some athletic stuff to not just get taken by the current.
Or
I mean, at this point, I think we kind of want to be taken by the current.
yeah,
To the next grate.
to the next grate.
If
Ugh.
you're not speed, you might
This
just go
was
straight through
dumb.
it.
Hey guys, this was dumb. Maybe we should just fight the fish monsters.
I'll stealth back into the water.
Into the water.
I got a 2.
I got a 10.
You better roll a real damn good stealth.
What I was gonna suggest?
Ah!
Yeah, charge them. 'Cause so it's like it's completely pitch black. There's no source of light.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to cast darkness
All right.
on myself because it's a concentration spell, so I can dismiss just a little bit, like bang, just like make sure they really can't see me, and go into the water as quietly as possible.
All right. Cast darkness.
Darkness there.
There is darkness there.
And nothing more.
And yeah, stealth your way through because you still have to mask your
Yeah, I
sounds.
still got the sound and all that stuff. Off we go.
Here we
Probably
go.
can't do guidance because I've got. Can you cast that spell? Your concentration spell on? Actually,
You can't guidance while you're concentrating on
cool.
another
That's what I
spell.
thought. Yeah. And I also,
Guidance is a concentration spell.
and I also think anyway, guidance. V's verbal.
Yes.
V's verbal. Yeah.
Probably not the best thing right now.
V for verbals.
So saying that though, it's 27.
27. Okay, so
Here we go.
You stealth through, but as you're sort of like sliding yourself into the water as quietly as possible, you hear the sounds of like very, very alert fish folk just like gurgling and so forth at each other. You would imagine the fact that all of a sudden a section of their vision went entirely black might have drawn some attention.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's pitch black though.
It is.
Oh. They can also see. I had a brain fart.
Yeah, like you do.
But as is the case for most things, a lot of things have dark vision.
It's just like, of course, there was a flaw in my plan. Things can see.
So what it went from is like a situation where if you stealth through it, they were 100% going to see you. Now they just have like this black hole of vision that they can't see, and that was an interesting thing that they just saw. Or didn't see. This section of they can see in the dark, and this is a bit of dark they can't see inside. That's weird.
I don't follow you.
I just did not. I had to make a gamble on
That
how far
doesn't.
it
That,
was.
that thing you said doesn't make any sense, Ryan. You're clearly raving. You've lost it.
I had to make
Yeah.
a gamble, like, because some dark vision 60 feet, 120 feet, so I could make a gamble on it. Otherwise, I was like, they're going to see anyway.
Are we going to fight these things?
No, we're underwater. We're going. And
We're in the current.
You guys are swimming
I
with
turned it
the
off.
current.
I like underwater as well.
Cool.
Yep.
Bye. Bye. See you later.
Okay.
Stealth.
That was a bad spot to be.
Just give me athletics to
Oh
maintain.
yeah, I
your-
rolled a 10.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
No, honey. No.
You rolled less than 10.
You give me athletics as well.
Oh,
please.
yes. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
10 wasn't good.
Oh yes. No.
Oh,
Delightful.
15?
What a delectable roll.
Oh, I couldn't possibly eat another bite.
Oh, no. I got a 2, by the way, for the athletics previously.
I could possibly eat one more.
Oh, no. Don't possibly.
What is actually happening
I
right now?
don't know.
I think we all just need like a good sleep.
I didn't have dinner last night, so I didn't leave here till like after 10. I didn't get home until 11 and realized I didn't have dinner. So I had food when I got home. So eating food at 11 o'clock was a bad plan, and then I didn't
And it
sleep.
was an entire wheel of cheese.
And I had
the weirdest dreams.
the weirdest dreams
and
about
the worst
mice.
poop in the morning. And back to the sewers. Okay. You two managed to sort of keep yourself relatively safe in these fast-moving waters.
And Leland also does.
And Leland
Also
is
does
also
that.
With the unique
and taking
talent
another
to
2
Zaz.
points of bludgeoning damage as he somersaults his way through the water.
Ryan,
What?
leave me alone.
That's what I should have
You
done.
might
What?
get a shot after all this.
Go back reading my character again. Like, I had Druidcraft. I could have made like a noise behind him, potentially. Oh, that's like a range of 30 feet. So that's enough.
You could have. Does that have a vocal, does that have a verbal component? Because that,
I think it's all bad.
it's like I make a
What's
noise.
that?
I make a noise over there. Noise over there. It's like, what's the fucking point? All right.
It was bad all the way up.
Okay. You're in this fast flowing water for feels like a while. You don't seem to come across any other like stoppages or grates or anything like that.
That's great.
Fair.
I
You
feel bad about it.
suddenly sort of hit an area where the water slows down. The whole channel that you're in widens into a sort of a larger, slower moving pool.
Oh, good. The shit pool.
It would be classified as a cesspool, technically.
Also, this session.
Cesspool.
But yeah, you guys sort of you end up in a sort of larger, rounded room that is just like you've gone from fast moving into this thing, and you just sort of slowly start like drifting around the outside edge. Who popped out first? I feel like Leland was probably the one that popped out into this space first. You can give me an athletics check to sort of right yourself.
No, I can't, Ryan. You know I can't. You asked me to do a thing you know I can't do.
I'm not going to take it. There's no damage this time, but you are not currently in control of your upright
Bladder? No one will notice if I pee myself while we're in the sewer.
This
True.
is the safest place to do it.
Hana, can you also Hana and Papa, can you also give me athletics?
I'm a mighty wizard.
Yes, you are not a mighty swimmer.
18.
12.
I think at times like this, you should remember all the things that I can do really well.
So we can chisel them into your gravestone. Alright, you right yourself first, and just sort of like pop your head up to the surface. Give me a perception.
21?
21. You're looking.
21!
You're looking at this this space here, and it's about a 20-foot wide cylindrical room. You can see the fast flowing water like pouring in, just sort of over that direction, and you feel yourself just sort of getting pushed around the outer edge of this circular room. And sort of look towards the center, and you can see like the height of the water takes a pretty steady dive as it goes towards the center.
Okay.
And you see
We need to get out of this.
you see like some like floating like some sort of like organic matter. It could have been animal. It could have been plant. It doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
You see it just sort of like reach the sort of point of no return and just like swirl into this circular motion and just like pull below.
Are there like any ledges or anything?
There is sections which look like steel ladders and so forth that have been like just worked into just basically like grab holds,
Yes.
handholds that have been like worked into the stonework. They don't look well maintained. But you can try for one of those.
My little halfling arm.
Try for it. How would you suggest you do this?
Stealthily.
No.
No.
Try again.
Performatively? No.
No.
Acrobatically?
Naturally.
How many other pointless skill sets can you throw at me before you actually run?
He's gonna
What?
roll something. It'll be -5. Let's just...
He's going to get the square root of something on a dice, and that's what he's going to have to
I'm
go
assuming
with.
it's more likely athletics.
Is he going to go for athletics?
I'd rather
He'll
not.
sort of swim to it and try and grab hold. That does
Does
seem
it-
like an athletic style thing.
Yeah, it's not like acrobatic or performative or stealth.
It's definitely not medicine. And it's not insight.
I don't want medicine. I'll take insight.
Arcana?
No, it's probably not that
Survival?
either. We'll see how you roll.
Oh, that's a 6. Athletics is 10.
10.
The rolls today have been dog shit.
There's been one good roll, and it's to stab a fish. You basically try and reach out and grab hold of this handhold, and just like reaching out, and it just sort of slips past your shorter halfling arms.
Can I get to the edge? Is there any chance of me getting towards the outer edge? Not necessarily one of the ladders, just the outer wall.
You can try and swim towards it. That'll be another athletics check.
Why do you say it like that? Why you got to be like that?
Because I need these checks to see how you perform in this situation.
How do you like me now, motherfucker?
Okay, so you swim quite competently. And this is at real fucking strain because you've been tumbled and dashed against rocks. You've been slammed into a grate, and you are currently breathing shit water. But you managed to
See that?
Fuck yeah, you did it.
You managed to sort of like swim against all injury.
What I'm picturing is he just needs to get his fingertips onto the wall, and then
And
he
then
pulls
just Spider-Man
himself
out.
So he Spider-Man's out.
All right, and yeah, you do that thing.
Wringing like the water out of my cape, knocking it out of my ears, watching them spiral towards the middle. Oh,
Poppet had an attempt to try and grab hold of a handhold and failed.
Little team
What is
size.
your?
I'm gonna quickly reach into my pack, pull out a rope,
Yep.
see if something I can tie it off onto the side there.
Any of those
Any of those handholds?
They're literally just like a loop of steel rod.
Quickly try and just tie it off. Sorry, just checking my equipment just quickly.
Make sure you actually have rope.
I definitely have rope. That's like standard gear.
Yeah.
Right. I imagine, like, I know I joked about it before, like, the standard loadout of gear that we have, I figured that's something
yeah.
we would
Yeah,
resupply before heading back out. No, I was just seeing if there's anything I can quickly attach it to that would float, but I don't really have that. I'm just going to throw the rope sort of into the center sort of
Yep.
thing.
I'll try and steady myself, I guess, and go for the rope.
Yep, this is athletics either way you go.
Okay.
It's a good roll.
21.
21. You
21!
You basically just, get washed around like one full circuit and feel like the rope sort of like run over your body, and then sort of loop back around a second run, and this time just handily just grab hold, and it takes a bit of strength to not get pulled back off that rope because there's a lot of water pushing against you, but you hold. Pop it.
I'll just cheat and shadow step.
Where's the shadow that you're going in through?
It's darkness.
Everywhere it's dark as fuck.
It's not like
Fine. God,
I
fuck
really
me,
like
I
being in dark
guess.
places.
Alright, it's going to be another athletics roll to basically pull yourself up along that rope to Leland's side.
18.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. No, Siri.
I can't let you do that, Dave.
It's more of I don't want that one to fire up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You warned us about that the other time.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so all three of you are up and out of the water. One is just Spider-Man can against the wall.
It's literally my favorite thing you've given me in this game. The Spider-Man cape, it's the best.
It's
It's better than every single other ability I
Is
have.
it better than all the rest?
Better than everyone.
Again, that look makes me smile. Thank you.
I'm feeling personally attacked.
Alright.
Where are we going now, guys?
Do we know where we are?
I'm gonna.
in the sewers.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I know, but do we know the sewers?
This is outside of anything you guys have been in so far. Going by the way the water flowing, this seems like that whirlpool section runs into another section of the deeper sewers, essentially.
No, we kind of might.
Are we gonna go down that whirlpool section now? Is that what's just gonna happen?
Oh, yes, we can.
The other
go
option
down the
is
water.
this ladder. You can see leads up. You can just see you won't see light, but you can see where it leads up to
Street level.
essentially a street level.
Let's go
This
investigate.
Would this seem familiar from any maps we may have seen?
Well, I
of the
just asked
sewers?
that.
You have been heading westly. That's how much you do know. Is the
Oh, okay,
the sewers run west because they run to
Nigerian.
the bay.
Well, we should definitely check that to get our bearings anyway. You know,
Yes.
Yep.
that
Want me to-
thing.
Do you want me to go up and check?
I want you to go up and check.
Thank you.
I'm gonna recoil my rope
Okay.
and
I
put
go
it
up.
back in my sack.
I go up and check.
Can I hang?
Because Ryan will be a dick and say you didn't take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Like you just were just then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go out, quite let up the WD-40. It doesn't make any noise, and
All right. Stealth me.
oh, we'll stealth you.
Stealth his brains out.
Stealth him good.
Stealth him upside the head.
I don't know.
Stealth
I
him
don't,
hard.
I don't know if you've ever had this experience, guys, but if you say something out loud and then instantly regret it because you know exactly how bad it sounds. I'm not sure. Have you ever had that? Because I just had that.
Well, now I'll do it.
I've never said anything I've regretted saying instantly afterwards, Ryan. What are you talking about? That's not an experience that I've ever had at any point in my life.
I'm definitely like a flashback to this at 20 years down the line, when I'm waking up in a cold sweat.
Stealth.
Why did I say stealth me?
I liked
You're
it.
just basically doing what James tries to just do everything stealthily. I'm going to punch that guy how stealthily.
Menacingly.
I'm going to.
Performancely?
I'm going to persuade this person sneakily to do my bidding.
That seems really bad. Anyway,
25.
25. You sort of push aside this. It's not a manhole cover because they are definitely not a thing that exists yet.
And that's racist.
Speciest?
What if the dwarves want to go down to the sewers?
Drow hole cover.
That's what did it?
Okay, you push this covering aside, and you're just sort of greeted with sheer darkness around. You can see above, like, the clearest of skies. Like, just sea of stars overhead. But in the buildings all around there's access point. Not a single light in any window. It is silent as the grave.
Can I work out where we are in the city then?
You would say you're probably about halfway between where you entered the sewers and the bay. So you're heading down into... You're sort of between the church districts and the docks.
Would I have another idea of potential sewer entrance is from here?
Ooh.
I don't know, I make some sort of role like recollection of my time, the streets and stuff like that, so I know where hiding holes and stuff would be. Or just damn it,
I'm trying to try and roll this one because locating yourself
I
exactly
could just roll a dice and see what that is.
Yeah, sure.
It's an 11.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
say
fair
that.
enough,
Yeah, you're definitely in the
We're still on this plane.
You're definitely in the occupied areas.
Not in the farewell.
You know that much because of just the fact that there is no light whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like in the dark. Yeah.
But yeah, you
Can't navigate by the stars.
not over short distance like this. They don't offer that much help. But
One of the stars is moving.
roll perception.
One of the stars is moving.
Oh no. It's
Towards
getting bigger. Oh no. I call that Hunter's Comet.
It comes once every 73 years.
And kills Hana.
But I keep coming back. 22.
There is one star that just seems to be moving at like a real clip just across the night sky.
And you thought you were just saying dumb shit.
No, I remember the spaceship from the thing.
Are you just talking about Hammerfall?
It's the International Death Station.
Uh-oh.
It was a throwaway dumb thing, but you never know.
But yeah, nice little flavour piece. Yeah, you just see this one star just like moving at a real clip across the night sky.
I'll put the grading down, come back down, say that leads up to the city. We're roughly halfway, so we can proceed. I don't know. We can proceed by the sewers still. Not quite sure we are on the sewers, or we can attempt up on the surface.
The sewers are going so well, I feel we should keep with those.
I'm feeling pretty good about the sewers.
So I deal with this next little obstacle. The washing machine.
We could potentially backtrack to a spot where we're kind of aware of and then take it from there, or
I think we go down the washing machine.
we can breathe, so
Yeah.
fuck it.
Do we want to like rope together or?
That's a good idea. We can all die then.
Yeah, together.
This is gonna be like
The way Hrothgar intended.
Actually, that is concerning, because if you like metagame, if you take any bit of damage, it's technically a concentration check, so we can all just ow! Start drowning.
No, it's not concentration.
Isn't it? No,
No,
that's
we
what
made
it's
that
not.
joke. We made that joke earlier. It's a slight bump on his head, and then forgets how everyone breathes underwater.
But we can like tie off the rope on these handholds and sort of try and like
It's not about like that classic
Scale
the rope around the
ourselves.
thing, like 10 feet rope around you, 10
Yeah.
feet rope around type of things. At least we got that in some control. Let's do that.
We can
all right. Let's do that. Yes.
Down we go.
Who's rope position number one?
Sure.
I don't think it matters when you're going through a washing machine, honestly.
I'll go first.
I'll go second.
And you're
I'll go
tying off with
fourth.
like 10 feet of rope
With your blade
between
ready
each
to
other.
cut the
So you're
rope.
all-
Yes.
Yes. We'll have the lizard man. The lizard man's probably down the washing machine already.
The fish man.
Fishman, lizard man, same thing.
No, they're not.
They are.
They've both got scales, and that's about the only common point.
See?
All right.
Down I go.
You I'm going to say you dive in.
Yep. Very eagerly.
So you must say, whoop, and like Ross goes,
Ah!
you're like in the water, like, oh. Oh yeah, there's like 2 other people that haven't dove in there.
I think we need to do the sitting. Oh, there isn't really an edge. I think we just need to 1, 2, 3 all go in at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes, that's...
Well, I've already jumped in, so...
Yep.
Whoops.
So you're like,
And Poppers is good at doing this.
ow,
And
ow, ow, okay.
so it's basically circling and speeding up. Heading towards the center point, you actually start getting spun on a singular axis. Can you give me a Constitution save, please?
Oh, yes. The vomiting.
Oh.
Hey, that's a positive. 9.
Here's the positive thing: you don't lose your entire breakfast.
I mean, we're already swimming in it. Come on.
So now you've just chummed the waters slightly, and you're just getting washed around in a pool of your own vomit and someone else's lunch.
Sounds like
It's
a good Saturday
literally
night.
every time I've gone out with Leland.
There was a
Yeah,
time.
actually, yeah.
There was the time with the chicken blood.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was there. He didn't know I was there, but I was there.
Leland just becomes a punching bag for all these moments, doesn't he?
Yeah,
It's kind of just the character.
I have fun.
At least one of us does.
Leland knows how to party.
In the washing machine.
All you
Hardy most
uptight,
hardy.
all you uptight nerds, too afraid to let you.
You get
That's
pulled
Hannah,
below the
uptight
surface.
nerd.
Oh,
And
I
you're
want to be
still-
careful in this. Sorry.
So you get pulled
that's
below the
Lee's
surface,
fault.
and you're still getting spun on a singular
Yep.
axis as you're
Love
getting
that.
pulled faster and faster down.
Awesome.
Who was second?
Leland.
You sort of follow suit, and once you hit the central point of this, you also get sort of spun around in a clockwise fashion. Can you also give me a con save?
A con save? I'm good at con saves.
And see who's going to survive, have their lunch survive, and who's not.
It's a fast day, so I'm good.
Anything you're going to roll a 1 on, this is going to be one of the good ones.
Well, then I do that.
You know how I said that Poppet only lost half his breakfast?
Yeah.
You kind of lose your lunch, your breakfast, and probably most of dinner from last night.
It's fine. I didn't want it anyway. Leland could probably afford to lose some weight. It's fine.
This is not the way to do it,
Short term.
although effective.
Yeah.
It's the
And
way
then
Leland
you
would
get
do
sort
it.
of spun faster and faster, and then your head is pulled below the surface, and
Wait, I can breathe underwater. It's fine.
but it's that momentary panic.
Yeah.
You are so used to not being able to do that thing.
You ever see that movie, The Abyss?
Yes.
Where they breathe the pink water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
yeah.
It's like that.
It's like that, and like Evangelion in the
Oh, yeah.
entry plugs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you
I
get
must
pulled
run
below
away.
the water,
I
and
must
for a
run
moment
away.
there was sort
I
of
must run away.
the pulsating hand of Shinji.
Thought you were going to do a different Evangelion reference just then, and let's move on.
But yeah, you get pulled
When he
below
jerks
the water.
off. The bit when he jerks off. Is what I was getting at.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, you get pulled below the surface, and like that momentary panic when you're thinking, "Oh God, I'm going to drown." Take that breath in, and then oh
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Do you cut the rope?
con save as well.
Oh,
please.
I cut the rope on. I'm just going.
Solves 2 problems.
Ooh. Ooh.
Captain Competent gonna
18.
18.
Captain Competent is a boring superhero name.
I did a thing to a satisfactory level.
No pay rise this year, but you keep your job.
Yeah. Yeah, you sort of you get spun around, but you get that real sensation of you feel like all the blood running from your head. You got the whole real pit of your stomach feels like it's about to launch up to the top of your lungs. Not great, but managed to sort of choke that feeling down, as you are also choked down by the swirling torrent of water and pulled below the surface.
Down I go.
Down I go.
What happens?
Poppet, you are pulled further and further down into the swirling pool and down to a drain point in the bottom that is only about 5 feet wide.
Okay.
It's like a small, like 2 foot look hole. It's like a,
I'm
well, we fucked
3
up.
feet tall.
We've got 23 hours to live.
3 feet tall.
Teleport away.
You sort of like, yeah, basically, this is fast moving. You basically get pulled in.
was
The only
real,
thing
guys.
the only thing that's slowing you down is the tension on the rope. You feel it first. The tension between you and Poppet gets extremely taut.
Concentration check.
And then disappears.
What did you tie it to? With that sort of reaction.
Well, he ties everything to.
butt.
the butt.
How?
He's got an A++ booty.
I used to anyway.
Then he started purging.
I think one cheek is A++, the other one.
B+ is still pretty good though. You're averaging out A-.
Just remember, C's get degrees. What are we?
Sorry, no, that's
But yeah, you are sort of accelerated towards the bottom point of this draining pool, pulled along by Poppet and the rope. Then you feel the rope between Leland and Hana pull taut as well, and you guys are accelerated towards the bottom, and then through this 5-foot space.
Seems fine.
And then we enter into El Dorado. It was underneath the city the whole time.
You guys are just like,
The city of gold. No?
and we can have it all.
the city of gold.
You would have told you could have everything down here.
Because you're in the sewers. Gross.
Gross.
You guys are like pulled along. This is a not fun adventure park water slide sort of event. You are like pulled left, pulled right, accelerating down this fast moving water, and then just unceremoniously poured out of a spout into a larger lake style water pan, I guess. That's best. It is a man-made underground lake.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, no.
Worked perfectly. We always knew it would.
This lake area again is sort of slow moving, but it is moving in that constant pace towards the west. You looking around, you do see other areas where like fast moving water is being poured into this, just like pushing everything towards the west.
So like after all that all that shit sorry.
Yeah.
And coming out of that thing and we're in this underground lake thing, it's like it's a good thing we're just scouting this out and figuring out that this is going to be a good way to approach.
And then
this is
going back.
easy.
And then going back this way.
That's why we're scouting it out. Can you imagine if there's like 7 more people with us in like heavy armor?
Oh, they'd be dead.
It's like this would be a nightmare.
At this point, this would be 3 of you anyway,
Yeah.
and you'd have just a few more corpses on your conscience.
Yeah. And that's alright. And that's alright for 2 of us in the group, but this other one needs to sleep at night sometimes.
Hey.
Okay,
Leland has feelings.
you guys are sort of a tied together group of
So do I.
humanoid rafts, like bobbing along the surface, and yeah, if you each can give me a perception roll.
Perceptual? $17.
We're in the water.
Yeah, okay.
14.
That's how much
I
you
got
know.
an 18.
12.
Okay, so you have a 14, was
17.
it? 17? 18.
18.
And a
12.
12.
11 plus 10.
Suck it, James.
You two notice this almost sort of simultaneously. There are...
Almost, but
Almost.
me first.
Sorry, I don't want to rob you of this moment.
Remember, he has feelings.
Leland, you 100% spot this seconds before Poppet does. Like,
I noticed that you see it before I do.
And I like look around like,
So I didn't see it.
What you see is there are
It's not something I want
Essentially-
to see, is it? It's going to be something bad.
pens filled with people on the shores of this lake.
Hey, we found it.
There are essentially like just like prison pens built into the area here, where people are just sort of sitting down on the ground or milling around. They are in almost absolute darkness. There are patrolling groups of these fish folk moving around every now and then, like poking the spears in if anyone within these cages starts to get rowdy. You see a group of 3 marching up to one of these pens, and 2 of them sort of holding the spears towards what looks like a sort of gate section, and the third one sort of opens the gate up and just like grabs one of these people out of the cage and just drags them across the floor to an area unknown. And they are just, this person, as they're being dragged, is just like kicking and screaming and just yelling like, just help, anyone help. No. What you do notice is their accent is very clearly of
French.
Bonjour. No, of,
Are we?
Of the dialects in Gesserac.
It'd be pretty weird if it was French.
It would be weird if it was
It'd be-
French.
yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
They
But
brought their own
I think we'll leave it there for tonight.
Cool. Suicide.
No! Yeah. Okay.
And if you like that mess, you can find more of our junk on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and YouTube, or contact us at isolatedcitygaming@gmail.com.